hello. It's the 11th of April today. A couple of weeks on, and it really feels like winter's kind of kicked in now. We're having days into the 25, 27, and the last 2 days we've had storms, lots of rain, and it was about 14 yesterday. Pretty cold, but that's good. The garden's had a lot of water. If you look in here, the Swiss chard, silver beet, it's loving it. It's really pushed on. Yeah, even in the last couple of days, it's really broken forth, I guess. I've got a tiny bit of whitefly damage, I think, or some little bug, but that's going to disappear when it gets a bit colder. And it's looking like we might be able to get a little salad out of this in the next few days, which is good. I planted a lot of it in this bed because this is the bed that we see through our kitchen door. So in the middle of winter, I'm hoping all these colours will shoot off and look prettier than flowers. We will see. The tomatoes still going. I've decided, well, I haven't. I keep changing my mind. I was thinking I'll pull it out when I harvest these peppers, but then I don't know. It seems to have kicked on again. My problem is the longer I wait, the less chance that this space down the bottom will have time to fill out before winter. But look, I'll figure that out. But one thing you can see, I think I mentioned a while back that I weaved the tomatoes through the cage, and here you can see the kind of the structure and how it goes round and round and round. Because this is, I think, 1.2 meters high, this little cage, and yeah, I reckon the tomato will at least be in 2.5 meters. We're joined by a friendly little pigeon. Yeah, 2.5 meters. So, oh look, it works for a small little space, I guess. Yeah, the capsicums finally starting to ripen. It seems a bit late, but you know, you can't complain. Got those lovely ones there. Can't wait to eat them. And all the other ones are starting to get some colour in, which is it's been a long wait. This bed, we cut out most of the basil. I've left some of the purple basil and the green just to go to seed, and we'll collect the seeds for next year. We made 3 litres of pesto, something, froze it, so that's nice to have through winter. Planted some seeds in here. I think it's corn vit, and tatsoi, and usani, I think. And then we've got some garlic. So after last year's 130 cloves, I thought we probably should not grow quite as much this year. So I've kind of chosen a little space in the middle where it's a tiny bit harder to get to the netting, and we'll grow it there and just see how it goes. Got some dragon's tongue rocket. These capsicums aren't ripening as quickly as the other ones, but they look like they will. I guess they went in later, a couple of months, maybe a month later. So, look, nice. At least something's happening. You can see the black, which is the start of good things. See if we can see the garlic here. So we've got quite a lot. I think it was about 60 in the end. I was going to plant 30, and then just got a bit carried away. Some spinach. And yeah, I seem to have gone back a tiny bit far here, but that's all good. The spinach that I planted in the last video, that's really taken off. So everything I've read about transplanting spinach, yeah, hasn't worked for this one, I guess, is a good way to put it. They're all coming up. we're going to get, I think, some warmer weather before it gets cold again. And I reckon in another week or so we might be able to get a baby spinach salad. The capsicums really do look lovely. Lemon tree, still being a lemon tree. The zucchini, I think it might be finished, but I'm not gonna chop it yet because it's not really affecting anything here, and it's still flowering, and I can see there's a female and a male there together. So look, we might get a couple more, but yeah, doing it in the cage, it'll come back. Yeah, everything's doing quite happily underneath. I planted some more Swiss chard in here, and I've also planted some lettuce seeds. So we'll see how that goes. And the parsley got transplanted from somewhere else as well. Yeah, that's really about it, I guess. There's not much going on. Some more seedlings. Yeah, around here, I guess. The other zucchini, which really isn't going very well. Yeah, but you know, just let it do its thing. Can't remember what we're going to plant here next. Just have to wait and see, I guess. And I guess one thing I forgot to mention, I pulled out the cucumber from here. It was getting attacked by aphids. But I still do think next year I'll definitely, or later this year, I guess. It's actually interesting. I mean, what are we? January, April, and in June I'll be starting some more seeds. So, yeah, it's quite exciting, really. It's only what, 2.5 months. But yeah, I'll plant a cucumber there, and yeah, see what happens. I might even plant a tomato. I mean, really. So we can have tomato, cucumber, peppers, shove it all in, why not? But yeah, this one. But yeah, autumn garden.